According to the Competition Bureau, investment fraud caused Canadians to lose over $300 million in 2022 alone. However, this is a conservative estimate as only 5 to 10% of investment fraud gets reported in Canada. We often associate online misinformation and disinformation with trivial stories, such as the rumor claiming that Mr. Rogers was a sniper in the Vietnamese War, which is funny and not true. However, disinformation can have real-world consequences beyond entertainment. For instance, financial disinformation has led many people to fall victim to pump and dump schemes as well as cryptocurrency scams through deceptive ads and fake celebrity endorsements. Unfortunately, some celebrities have directly engaged in financial disinformation, such as the $31 million crypto scam that misled investors and promoted undisclosed endorsements from 8 celebrities, including Lindsay Lohan and Jake Paul. Meanwhile, the promotion of miracle cures, weight loss programs, and fake online pharmacies spread health disinformation. The FDA has actually found hundreds of products labeled as all natural or weight loss solutions that contain illegal or dangerously high doses of prescription drug ingredients. One scammer actually used false labeling to sell an FDA-approved product for unapproved uses, such as curing HIV and autism, among plenty other things. This scam in particular actually resulted in a loss of $16.6 million to mostly elderly customers. As we discussed, the proliferation of disinformation and misinformation on social media platforms can significantly impact everyday life. And this is without even accounting for hate speech and its promotion of genocidal campaigns. However, the question remains, why is disinformation so prevalent on social media, and how can we address this issue? Should governments implement regulatory measures for social media, or should we trust multi-million-dollar corporations to maintain self-regulation? Furthermore, media literacy play a role in the impact of disinformation? In a liberal democracy like Canada, the challenge of regulating social media lies in ensuring the principles of free speech as outlined in Section 2B of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms is not infringed in any way. While Canada has very few exceptions to unlimited free speech, besides inciting violence, the broad interpretation of Section 2B makes regulations on the types of speech difficult, if not impossible. Regardless, regulatory solutions are still possible, such as placing technical regulations on the design of algorithms or process and procedure regulations on transparency measures. Corporations like Facebook promote highly interactive and reactionary content with their ranking algorithm. Technical regulations could force corporations to be more selective in promoting content with high engagement. These regulations could force algorithms to rank content with higher negative interactions lower than underengaged content. And the process and procedure recommendations could ensure transparency by forcing corporations to publish reports on how they discover and remove hate speech, misinformation, and disinformation. In light of the question of self-regulation, it is ridiculous to allow any corporation to self-regulate. This is no different from a sovereign citizen claiming impunity from the law, and it's precisely how social media corporations operate in 2024. It's clearly not working. At the very least, social media corporations can self-regulate within the confines of process and procedure regulations aimed at transparency. You can't just let unregulated business. It's insane. Spend hours debating the effectiveness and implications of various regulations, but ultimately the decision-making process is a long one. So what can we do now? Well, the solution is simple. Media literacy. What is media literacy? Media literacy, the goal of media literacy education is to encourage critical thinking and active inquiry about the messages we receive. One of the first steps in becoming more media literate is recognizing if content is trying to trigger an emotional reaction. This is to force you to think emotionally rather than rationally. Ask yourself, is the content making you angry, fearful, shocked? If it's making a bold statement on a controversial issue or making an extraordinary claim. If it seems too good to be true, such as a product that cures all your ailments, or an investment opportunity that will make you rich, or contains clickbait words like, "You won't believe this video." It's worth fact-checking on trusted websites like Snopes, which I thought was Snoops. I guess I had to fact-check that. Or verifying the source on Google and even Wikipedia. I know, I can't believe I said that. And never, please, never, ever share an article based on the headline without even reading the content. Please, I beg you. Regulatory efforts are just one way that we can stop the spread of hate speech and disinformation on social media. Ultimately, though, it is up to us as the individual to take responsibility for the content that we consume and share online. And we have to make a conscious effort to combat disinformation through media literacy, a crucial step in promoting critical thinking and decision making. I wanted to make an impressive quote at the end because I read that that's a good idea. So I'm just going to read this that came up online, and I'm not going to fact check it. You can fact check me. You can practice media literacy, actually. The proletariats have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Working men of all countries unite. Karl Marx, apparently. Fact check me, please. I dare you. Do it. More about how to combat disinformation on the Government of Canada website, which I provided in the link below, as well as a link to my research notes. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe, comment, like. If I included the last bit, fact check me. See ya. Bye.